Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go.
If you like the video and it's helped you, hit that like button. If you don't like the video, you can go straight to... Hello, welcome to my video. Today I'm going to be showing you how to modify the factory fuel pump hanger for return for the is300. Alright, I'm about to take the back seat out to do the fuel return, and you pretty much just put your hand up under here where you can feel its tension and you pop it up and you'll hear it pop. Alright, here I am on the other side. So pretty much get right up there and pop. Hear that loud pop? There's these two little hooks. You pop right out, and now just pull your seat out. Okay, I got the back seat out. Now we can get to the fuel pump, and found a quarter. That's going right to parts. Alright, once you got the back seat out, you're gonna have this cover in the back here, and it's 10mm. They're like little plastic nuts for this cover plate. You take those three off, and then you can get to the bolts underneath. Alright, once you got the cover off, you're going to want to take this clip here and this pinch right here and pull it out. Let's move that out of the way. And if you're lucky like me, you'll have some Phillips type 8mm bolts and then one Allen. You know, can't have all the same bolts, and then there's one missing there. That's cool. I sprayed some WD-40 on the bolts to try to help them from not breaking, which is possible. Alright, I got all the bolts out. Luckily none of them broke. So what you're going to do next is take like a little flathead or something, and this little yellow clip you want to pry outward, and then this line will lift right up, and then you can take this ring off and then pull the hanger and stuff up. Be very careful when you're taking these bolts out. If they're rusty, you could snap one off. I soaked them in WD-40, then loosened them a little bit, and then sprayed a little bit again a couple times so it could soak down in there, and just went slow, and they came right out. Alright, I got the pump partially pulled out just to show you. This hose right here is the line that goes to the other side of the tank. So make sure when you hook everything back up to plug this back in, otherwise you'll only have a half a tank, because these have like two-sided tanks. What you're going to want to do is pop off these clips. There's one here, and one here, and then the bottom of the fuel pump will come out. Alright, once you get that off, set that to the side. You should be able to pull this part here. That's connected to that. That's the fuel pressure regulator. There's like an O-ring, so it's kind of, there we go, kind of hard to pull out. So what you're going to do is take that off, and you're going to want to plug this part. You're going to want to take this tube off and pinch this and block it off. So that way, disabling this, we're not going to be needing that anymore since we're using the Aeromotive fuel pressure regulator. And then I'll show you how to loop this line to the new return. Some people like just pinch the tube. Sometimes people will weld the ends, or use JB Weld to fill it up. I'm gonna try a little bit of JB Weld and then pinch the tube and then try to weld the end, just for extra security. But if you're gonna do any welding, make sure that there's no more gas fumes around. Alright, for the top of the fuel pump hanger, I marked with Sharpie right here between like the fuel inlets and this little plastic nub right there. You'll see underneath here there's a hole already. So you're going to want to drill a hole and then put your fittings, so it comes through the bottom of here. Then I'll put a barb fitting on the end of that, and then the tube will come down and connect to that plastic piece, and I'll show you when I do that. Alright, got the hole drilled out, and I just ran a pipe thread tab through there just for the hell of it for a little extra security. A couple extra threads. Plastic's not that thick, but you know, whatever. I used the Drill America, sells like these little sets that comes with the drill bit and the tap. It was like $5 or something like that, so not too bad. It's a 1/4 inch NPT, and I think this is 9/16 drill bit. Okay, then I got this fitting here. It's 1/4 inch NPT, 2 3/8 barb. That's gonna go to the top, and then I have the female to thread to the bottom with the barb also. And then the fittings I got together will look like this. So you have a barb at the bottom and a barb at the top. And then I got these little nylon washers to go in between to help seal it up. Alright, you're gonna have to pop the top part off. Same way, there's like these clips around and it just pops off. And then attach your tube to your fitting with your hose clamp. And then you're going to want to feed it through this hole and then put it back together. Alright, so when you get the top back on, here's your return fitting on the top. And the hose comes through there. See, I got it clamped in there. And then here's the stock regulator. I just filled that tube with JB Weld and then pinched it off. Okay, and then you got this part. Got the little loop here. Alright, here's the finished product. So we got the return fitting here on top with nylon washers. Sealed up pretty good. And on the other end of this fitting is another barb, 3/8. And I have a hose coming through, down through here. And then I have this 180-degree short radius stainless steel bend. That's 3/8 barb on each end. And then I have another little piece of hose going to this side of the siphon pump. And this right here is what you unhooked when you take this out of the gas tank. This siphons to the other side of the gas tank. And the factory fuel pressure regulator, I put some JB Weld inside there and then crimped it and pinched it off, kind of moved it out of the way and then plugged it back in there. So that way your fuel will come in through here, through the siphon pump and back into the tank. And then that, you know, the siphon will siphon from the other side of the tank. You just plug this back in your factory fuel line and then hook this barb up to a line going from the back all the way up to here. I already got the hose on here, I just need to put a clamp on it and to make sure I had enough hose to go to the back. You will need to take the plastic tray. There's like an under tray covering up like the brake lines and stuff. It's like 3 bolts on this side and you can move it away enough to get the fuel line in there. And then up front I trimmed a little bit for the fuel line to go in so it wasn't being pinched or rubbing on anything. But that's pretty much your fuel return for the is300 if you're doing NAT. Tune in next video.